see that he was insulting me. So he wasn't doing it intentionally. It's just that he's been badly raised, in a racist system that produces people with those sorts of backward mentalities.
Yeah.
So I don't get angry at him, but I understand that this is the system that we live in. And this is why we need to advocate for change.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we need to get Cyril Ramaphosa to step down. Like we cannot have Cyril Ramaphosa as our president anymore because he's too in bed with the corporate hegemony. He's in bed with Glencore. His company Shanduka benefits from our poverty, and because of that, he cannot act in a way that will take bread off of his family's table. These are the people that raised him. These are the people that feed him, and right now, this country is being fed off of. They're basically eating the poor.
Yeah,
they're
that's
feeding
true.
off of us. That's it.
So how do you get him out?
We need the youth to, advocate for justice. I mean, like he even had AKA killed.
Yeah. To tell you something, they were calling us crazy at Twitter for striking, just this week. Like,
I know.
There's hooligans and everything.
Yeah, and did you see what I said about that?
And like we the youth, like we the ones.
It's the rich kids that are saying that, and they're being encouraged because the media supports that narrative, so they'll retweet those students. They'll make sure that their tweets get shown when they show videos to say, oh no, but the students that are complaining are academically excluded, their marks are not up to standard. And then the independent media went there and then they interviewed medical students who've got 75% in their marks. Those are distinctions, right?
Yeah.
And they got 75% averages. These are the people that are going to graduate cum laude, but they can't graduate cum laude because they owe over 10,000 rands in fees. And that's because of the accommodation situation.
Yeah, they're all over summer. There's a student who owes like, I think, 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, apart from that, medical students, need their own proper accommodation because the hours that they work, are different. Because once you start working as, what do you call those medical students that are student doctors or whatever? Yeah, then they start working late nights, they start volunteering at different hospitals. Imagine if you're studying at Wits and then you're deployed to Parakwana Hospital and you have to work late at night, and now you have to go into a normal student accommodation where they don't allow you to come in after 10 p.m.
After 10, yeah.
Something as ridiculous as that. Now you have to argue with this security guard who doesn't have a proper education and doesn't understand that his job and his duty is to protect the students, but rather thinks that his job is to police the students.
Yeah.
And they make your life difficult. It just makes it very discouraging to actually pursue an education.
Like for the first time this week, when I first went to the strike, that's the first time I felt like I'm expressing how I feel. Like never, I've spoken to people complaining and everything, but that strike made me feel. Now we're showing exactly how we feel. For me, when going to the strike was not only about fees. I was striking for everything, for electricity, for everything. I just wish all of this can just continue.
Yeah, because
like
all of the young people need to strike. So that's why I'm saying, like, they had AKA killed because he's the one person who's prominent, He's the one person with a political voice. On his song with Costa Titch, he says, all of y'all were the platform. How am I the only one with a backbone and the radio on Smash?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or something like that,
Yeah, AKA was for the kids, man. Even that time around Fist Must Fall, he donated. He was there on the strikes with you.
I was there with him. Yeah, I was there with him. You know what I mean? So now, you don't have anyone that's standing up for the kids, standing up for the youth. The nasty seeds of this world, they're out there. They weren't even at the funeral. They weren't even at the memorial service. But when he's performing, he now says, yo, okay, everybody scream AKA SuperMega, SuperMega. So which means that your support for this person is disingenuous. You're not even calling for justice. You saw your icon, your idol, being shot in the head, dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Wits students should be marching for that alone. For that alone, to say, listen, the criminality in this country, the fact that we have to pay for expensive accommodation because now we need extra private security because our policing is, dysfunctional, and our police are actually the criminals. Our prison warders are letting prisoners out to commit hits, to commit crimes, and using them as their little criminal slaves, so that they can have deniability and, they can have proxies that commit acts for them. You know, the fact that Thabo Mbeki speaks about izinkabi that are on municipal payrolls and everyone just moves on as if that's normal. That's a former
Like that's
president.
normal.
That's a former president admitting that the government is paying people to kill people. That political killings are happening. And then
that says what about the security of our country?
It means that the kids, if they don't strike together and one of them stands up, they can get themselves killed. So that's how you suppress the student action. You know, Abo Dlamini, they lost everything. You know, they were inside. How long was Abo Dlamini inside jail or whatever for? I don't know how long.
It's been some time now.
He was there for a long time. You know, he lost everything and he came out looking like a criminal. Meanwhile, real criminals are out there. People who steal money from the government, steal billions, millions.
Yeah, that's another thing that makes us angry, you know. When we strike, they call the police like we killed someone.
And the police brutality
they call
on
the
students.
police.
Imagine if I hadn't made all of those videos.
Because even
I
this
recorded
morning,
the police and I taught people how to deal with police.
Even this morning, one of my friends, he took a video. I don't know what was happening. They were about to get arrested. He was just down, like.
Yeah, but they took a video of it.
Yeah, they took a video
now
and
uploaded.
Now
people know. People know that, let's upload the videos. This is exactly the work that I was doing when people were calling me crazy. When people were saying, oh no, in another country, he should be arrested for what he's doing. No, I'm teaching the kids to speak up for themselves. You know what I mean? I'm standing up for myself and I'm using my platform to stand up for myself and I'm teaching people how to deal with police brutality. We've got it on record.
Yeah, because we've always been scared of police, you know, like even now, I'm personally scared of police.
Yeah, but when you're alone. Yeah. But now that you've got your phone, you've got your camera, you've got your platform.
You know what to do, yeah.
Exactly. And that's the sacrifice that I had to make. You know, I had to sit in those holding cells for hours. I had to get brutalized by the cops. I had to get, driven terribly with my hands tied behind